And we'll get started standing at the top of your mat. So however feels good, your feet can be together, a little bit wider apart. And as we initially get settled in, taking a little bit of movement. So not coming right into that static position, but finding a little bit of wiggle of your hips and some circles. Maybe some rotations of your upper body, your shoulders spinning side to side. It's finding a little bit of that movement to notice how your body wants to move this morning. And let your weight rock over to your toes and then your heels, and over to the left and to the right. And as you're finding this little bit of movement, these wiggles, opening up your body this morning, if it feels okay to allow your eyes to close, let them close and beginning to notice your body as you make these movements. Noticing the weight beneath your feet, where your feet press into the ground. And we're going to find that neutral mountain pose, that space right in the middle, where you don't feel like you're leaning forward or back or left or right. Allowing your spine to lift tall, your chest to lift tall, shoulders to release. Taking a moment here to breathe. And to notice your breath. Noticing where in your body your breath is moving. Noticing any resistance or hesitation within your breath. Taking one deep, clearing breath here. Full, deep breath in. And out. Your next inhale, letting your arms sweep overhead to reach tall. And as you exhale, drawing your hands to your heart center. Pausing here for a breath, a deep breath in. And out. And one more just like that. Inhale, arms sweeping overhead, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. A deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead to reach tall. And interlacing your fingers and pointing through your index finger. Almost like you have the double finger guns. As you inhale to reach tall, finding length. As you exhale, side bending towards the right. Your next inhale coming back through center. Exhaling towards the left. Inhaling back through center to find length. Exhaling towards the right. Inhaling through center. One last time, exhaling towards the left. As you inhale, coming back through center, reaching tall, releasing your fingers. As you exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Having a soft bend to your knees. A gentle forward fold here. You can shake your head yes and no. You can shake your head maybe. Taking one more deep breath here. Deep breath in. And out. Taking a slightly deeper bend into your knees and slowly rolling up to stand. No rush to get there. Once you get to the top, taking a few big shoulder rolls forward to back. Find that full range of motion in your shoulder joints. If a few rolls the other direction feel good, you're welcome to take those. Eventually finding your mountain pose once more. Full deep breath in and out. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, interlacing your fingers that same way once more. A deep breath in to reach tall. Exhale to side bend towards the right. Inhaling through center. Exhale towards the left. As you inhale, coming back through center. One final time, exhaling towards the right. As you inhale, coming back through center. Exhaling towards the left. As you inhale, coming back through center, releasing your fingers and releasing your hands behind your lower back. Interlacing your fingers and taking a big shoulder roll. Letting your hands draw down towards the ground. If interlacing your fingers doesn't feel comfortable, you take a hold of your hands, wrists, opposite elbows, forearms. Wherever you end up, shoulder blades towards each other and down your back. Staying right here, for it would feel good for you, you can find some half neck rolls. Letting your chin draw towards your chest. Rolling your right ear towards your right shoulder. Chin towards your chest, then your left ear towards the left shoulder. Staying with these movements, maybe some full neck rolls if they would feel good. Giving yourself another breath or two to even out your movements. Then gently releasing your elbows to release your shoulders and your arms, and give your arms a good shake. Finding your mountain pose. And taking a moment to breathe and to settle into this space. One deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift. Exhale to fold. With strong legs, inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall, rising tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. So one breath in and out. One more just like that. Inhale, arms sweeping overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall, rising tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. One more breath in and out. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead to reach tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift. We're going to step your right foot back into a low lunge. You can let your hands come down to let that right foot step back. Right knee down onto the mat. Hips beginning to draw forward and down. We'll come back to this space in a moment. We're just passing through as we begin to open up today. So one more deep breath in letting your hips begin to shift up and back. Or you can find a half splits. Think about that right hip above the right knee. Maybe the left foot scoots out. Just taking a deep breath in. As you exhale to fold. One more breath in and out. Bend back into your left knee, and then we're going to step your right foot to meet your left. Coming back into that soft forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Pausing for one breath in and out. Inhale, sweeping your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift. We're going to step your left foot back, finding your low lunge on this side. Left toe step back, left knee steps back. Hands can be on the ground or blocks. Hips drawing forward and down. One more breath for right now. A deep breath in and out. Finding our half splits, letting your hips begin to shift up and back. Left hip above the left knee. Maybe that right foot scoots out. Taking a deep breath in, and as you exhale to fold in. Just one more breath right here. A deep breath in. And out. Bending back into your front knee. We're going to step that left foot to meet your right. Finding that soft fold once more. Inhaling to your half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. I'm going to pause here for a few breaths. Noticing any sensations within your body, within your feet, your hips, your back, your shoulders. Noticing any sensations or emotions within your breath. Beginning to notice where your breath and your body take your thoughts and your mind. And when you notice it begin to wander, taking a breath to bring it right back to this space. A full deep breath in and out. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhaling to your half lift. Exhale to fold, and we're going to pause here for an active forward fold. Your hands can be on shins, blocks, the ground, or any bind that might be in your practice. But wherever you end up, thinking about drawing the crown of your head towards the ground, your hips up towards the ceiling. One more deep breath in and out. Releasing any binds that you might have. As you inhale, rising to your half lift. Exhale, stepping back into your plank, the top of a push-up. Taking a full deep breath in here. Exhaling your chaturanga or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Taking some time to settle into this space. Maybe a pedal of your feet, bending one knee and then the other. But eventually finding some stillness here. Some stillness in your body. A slow, steady breath. And stepping your left foot forward into a low lunge. Left foot by the left wrist. Right knee down onto your mat. Hips beginning to draw forward and down. You're welcome to stay here with your hands on the ground. Move up to blocks or up to your left knee. And we're going to be here for a little bit. So allowing that back knee to be comfortable, some padding if you need it. And allowing your body to find that perfect space to breathe. Finding the space where you're working exactly where you need it to be. Hips forward, down, your chest lifting up. And letting your breath guide you here. Your slow, steady breaths in and out. Just one more deep breath in and out. Letting your hands come down to frame your front foot. We're going to find the half splits. Hips shifting up and back. Think about that right hip above the right knee. Maybe the left foot scoots forward a little bit more. Taking your length. And as you exhale, slowly to fold. If this half split feels easy for you, you can always let that front foot keep scooching forward, finding some version of your full split, if that would feel okay. I'm right here for right now. One more deep breath in and out. Bend back into your front knee. We're going to move into your lizard lunge, walking your left foot over towards the left side of your mat. Both hands coming onto that inside edge. Hips shifting forward and down. Think about hugging that left knee in towards your shoulder. You can stay up on your palms. You can lower your forearms to blocks or towards the ground. Again, finding that space where you can breathe. Where your chest can remain open. Your mind can be present here with your breath and body. One more deep breath in and out. Slowly rising back onto your palms. And let your hips shift up and back, enough to let that left knee step to meet your right. And then taking some big hip circles here, letting your knees and hands be nice and wide on your mat. Take some big circles of your hips around your knees. Making sure to go in both directions. When you're feeling even, we're going to pause in your child's pose for one full breath. A deep breath in and out. As you inhale, rising into your table, curling your toes and pressing back to your downward facing dog. Staying right here, we're going to go through that flow we did earlier. As you inhale, waving forward into your plank, the top of a push-up. Exhale your chaturanga or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to your downward facing dog. And stepping your right foot forward into your low lunge. Right foot by your right wrist, left knee down onto your mat. Hips drawing forward and down. And slowly settling into your space here. Your hands can be on the ground. You can move up to blocks, up to your right knee. Finding that space where your hips can draw forward and down. And when your breath can be slow and steady. One more deep breath here. Deep breath in and out. Letting your hands come down to frame that front foot. Finding your half splits. Hips shifting up and back. Maybe that right foot scoots forward. Taking your deep breath in. As you exhale to fold. Finding that perfect space for here, for now. One more deep breath in and out. Slowly rising up. Going to bend back into your front knee. Going to find that lizard lunge on this side. Walking the right foot towards the right side of your mat. Both hands coming to the inside edge of the foot. And finding whatever space is right for here. Hips drawing forward and down. Right knee hugging in towards your shoulder. Letting your chest, your heart space open up to wherever you're going. Taking one more breath here. A full deep breath in and out. As you inhale, slowly rising up, letting your hip shift up and back enough to let that right knee step to meet your left. Take some more of those big hip circles here, or anything else that might feel good. Any counter movements to wiggle through your hip joints, your spine. And eventually we're going to meet in your child's pose. Toe mounts to touch, your knees can be together or a little bit wider apart. Hips drawing towards your heels. Head and neck to release down. Taking one releasing breath here. A deep breath in and out. You're welcome to stay right here. We're going to work a little bit more before settling in. So staying relaxed in your child's pose, or allowing your hands to come onto your fingertips, letting your arms come off the ground. And walking your hands over towards that right side of your mat. Think about squaring your upper body towards the right thigh. Keeping length through both side bodies, right and left. Wherever you end up, thinking about drawing your left hip back toward your left heel. Pausing here to breathe. Left arm reaching long, the right arm reaching long. Just one more deep breath in and out. As you inhale, coming back through center. And as you exhale over onto the other side and letting your upper body square towards that left thigh. Both left and right side bodies reaching long. Your right hip drawing towards your right heel. Your next inhale coming back through center. And exhale to release down. Taking 2 deep clearing breaths. A full breath in and out. Another full deep breath in and out. As you inhale, rising into your tabletop. And we're going to come up to stand on your knees. We're going to work through your feet just a little bit today. So we're going to come into a posture that one of my teachers used to call toe crunch asana. So from here, just letting your toes start to curl under. Maybe using your hands to help those toes that don't quite want to get there. So you can stay right here if this feels a lot on your feet and your toes. If you like, you can start to sit your hips towards your heels. Feels like it's intense. As you start to go back, you can have some blocks nearby to help support you. Eventually, maybe sitting onto your heels. You can use your hands to help adjust any toes that need it. Just taking one more moment to breathe here. A deep breath in and out. Slowly rising back up. Let your feet release and a light tap of them out. We're going to find 2 rounds of our camel standing here on your knees. So letting your hands come towards your low back. Finding that back bend tilt, the posterior tilt. Hip points drawing up towards the ribs, tailbone drawing down. Taking a deep breath in to let your chest lift, and then letting your hips begin to press forward. Staying here, you can find any deeper expression of your camel that would feel right for now. One more breath in and out. Slowly coming back through center. And then finding a neutral space where you can relax. So maybe sitting on your heels in your hero's pose. Maybe coming into a tabletop and finding a little bit of hip wiggle or spine movement. Just taking any counteraction to let anything that was in tension find some release. When you're ready, coming back up onto your knees. So one more round of our camel. Letting your hands come towards your lower back, finding that tilt of your hips. Let your hips begin to press forward and your chest lifting tall. Staying right here with the hips drawing forward, maybe finding your deeper expression. Your hands can release to blocks, to your heels, maybe your legs. Just one more breath in and out. Slowly coming back through center. And then finding your neutral space, either your hero's pose or your table. Just taking a few moments to breathe, to allow your body to settle. Anytime we come into a back bend or a deep heart opener, it encourages our body to get a little bit more active. So when we come out, we need the time to let our body settle, if only for a breath. We're going to make your way onto a seat, however you'd like to get there. And initially, let your feet come nice and wide on your mat. Find that little windshield wiper of your knee side to side. The next time your knees come over towards that right side, we're going to find a twist here. Letting your body twist towards the right side, towards the bent knee side. Spine lifting tall. As you exhale, slowly walk your hands around. One more deep breath in and out. As you inhale, coming back through center. Ooh. Knees coming through that windshield wiper once more. And then letting them pause over onto that left side. We're going to find our twist over here. Hands walking around to the left side, your left knee. Letting your spine begin to lift tall. As you exhale, finding your twist. One more breath in and out. Slowly coming back through center. Any other wiggle side to side that you might need. And we're going to find your bound angle, your Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together, knees out towards the sides. If it feels okay, you can let your feet start to open up like a little book. Taking a deep breath in to find length. And beginning to find a lean forward. Letting that lean start with your hips, your pelvis. The belly drawing towards your heels. Chest drawing towards the front of your room, the front of your mat. Allowing your legs to stay active and strong. Knees pressing out and down. Maybe finding your fold. One more breath in and out. As you inhale, slowly rising up, letting your legs scoot all the way out long in front of you, or seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Your feet can be together, hip width or a little bit wider, straight leg or soft bend to your knees. Taking a deep breath in to find your length, and then exhale to find your fold. One more deep breath in and out. You inhale, slowly rising up. You're going to take your feet nice and wide here, a nice wide angle fold. Upavista Konasana. So if it feels like you're falling back when you bring your legs wide, you can bring a cushion or a block or any support underneath your hips. Also, you can have a bend to your knees to let your pelvis start to tilt forward a little bit. You can stay right here, trying to find length and upright of your spine, or beginning to fold right in the middle. And trying to let your toes point straight up towards the ceiling. Wherever you end up, finding your breath there. Your full deep breaths in and out. One more breath in and out. Slowly rising back up. And let your knees come to that windshield wiper once more. The bent knees, nice and wide on your mat. Just find that little wiggle side to side. We're going to move back into that twist we did earlier, but take it a little bit deeper here. Next time your knees come over towards that right side, you're going to find the twist towards the right. Taking a deep breath in to find your length. Then maybe start to walk your hands away from your hips. And stay on your palms. You can lower to your forearms or all the way down. And as you move into this space, notice how this might feel different from a little bit earlier. Allowing your breath to slow when it feels ready. And taking one more full breath. A deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Slowly rising back up. Coming through center. Find any wiggle or movement you need before coming into that twist on the left side. Knees over towards the left. Finding your twist towards the left. Length. And maybe walking your hands away. Coming to your palms, forearms, or all the way down. One more breath here. A deep breath in. And out. Ready, slowly rising up. Coming back through center. And then we're going to make your way onto your backs. So no rush to get there. And once you make your way there, letting your knees hug into your chest. You can find some wiggles of your knees around your hips, together or independently. And staying with this movement, or finding your happy baby, letting your knees draw towards your armpits, feet up towards the ceiling. You can take a hold up behind your thighs, your ankles, maybe your feet. And in your happy baby, letting your shoulders relax, your hips release down towards the ground. Just one more breath here. A full deep breath in and out. Letting your knees drop back in towards your chest. And releasing your feet down onto the mat. Nice and wide. Continue with the apparent theme for today, that windshield wiper side to side. We're going to work into our psoas just a little bit more. Letting your knees come over towards the right side. That left knee drawing down towards the sole of the right foot. Maybe that right foot comes on top of the left knee. It's being gentle with your knee and your hips. One more breath in and out. Slowly coming back through center. And when you're ready, we're going to pause on that left side. Both knees over towards the left. Thinking about that right knee towards the sole of your left foot. Staying here, maybe that left ankle on top of the right knee. And finding your breath. One more deep breath in and out. Slowly releasing that left foot off, coming back through center. And taking any final movements or motions that might feel good before your Shavasana, your final relaxation. So maybe another twist or knees to your chest or a stretch or anything that you might need. And then finding your Shavasana, your final relaxation. That space where you can be most comfortable. Whatever that looks like, however much space that takes up. And as you begin to settle into that space, allowing your mind and your awareness to stay within your body here. Noticing your body as it begins to settle down. Taking as many breaths as you need to allow your body to release. And allowing it to release whatever is ready to go. Allowing your thoughts to begin to wander. With one deep clearing breath, a full deep breath in, and a big sigh out, releasing control of your breath. into your breath, into your body, into this time and space. Allowing with each breath, life, energy, and movement to make its way into your fingers and your toes, your arms and legs, back and through your head and neck. And taking one deep, clearing breath, a full, deep breath in, and a big sigh out. And eventually making your way back up into a comfortable seat. And thank you all so much for sharing your time, space, and energy with me and with each other. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.